Welcome in, beautiful souls. Thank you for joining me. Today we're going to jump in and get the overall energy of this reading. Always for your highest and best good, from unconditional love and light. What is the message for the viewer today, Spirit? Thank you. Ooh, all right. Can we get one more here? Thank you. And on the bottom, we have reflection with card 35. Mount Shasta's moon in California. And that's beautiful. So this may be a time of pause to reflect. All right. And the first card out was card 17 with grounded. Uriel. I can't even say that. I'm sorry. This is in Australia. Red rock, red stone. That's beautiful. So stay grounded. And then we had card 21 with higher consciousness, Sirius, Pleiades, and Arcturus. Those are the stars. That's beautiful. Okay. And we have card 12 with exuberance, the roaring 20s in Paris. All right. So let's see. Spirit is saying to stay grounded because we are collectively moving into a period of higher consciousness. And this is bringing in a revitalized energy. But right now we are in this period of pause and reflection. And it's kind of like this recharge energy. So it is really important that we stay grounded so we can receive the messages and the light codes. That's what I'm getting. The light codes are being downloaded to us. So yeah, it may even take us back. Feel like we're being pulled back. You may be feeling like you're being drawn back a little, but then it's going to shoot us forward. You may feel as though you have old memories, old patterns being brought to the surface. So you can see the pattern, acknowledge it, and if it's something that you no longer need in your life, you can get rid of it. You can change it. So that's what is happening here. But there's definitely a need to stay grounded at this time so we can receive the messages from the divine, from your angels, ancestors. So let's take a look and see what is going on in this energy today. I'm going to pull a Celtic cross, and we're going to start off with some oracle here. And from there, we'll clarify with the tarot. All right, spirits, angels, ancestors, can you please show me for the viewer what is the message today that they need to see the most? In your current situation, we have falling for you. Your challenge is wishes coming true. What you need to focus on, romantic gesture. In the past, we have hot and cold. Your strengths, I can't let go, attachment, obsession, and holding on. Also could be what you're focused on right now. In the near future, have moving on, relocation, closure, and goodbye. The advice would be toxic behavior, control, manipulation, and obsession. What's going on externally from you? We have justice, legal matters, and decisions. In your hopes and fears, you have anger, arguments, and conflict. And potential outcome, spiritual awakening, and intuition. So let's take a look into this energy. What I'm feeling here is that you may have feelings for someone. You may be thinking about this person a lot. It looks like in the past, you or them may have been on the fence at wanting to take a risk in love or relationships, any sort of partnership, maybe even a job, something along those lines. You might not want to move on from where you're at. In your challenge position, you may not be so confident that things are going to work out, is what I'm seeing. The advice here is toxic behavior. So I'm not sure why that would be in the advice position, unless Spirit is warning you to be aware of the red flags. But what you're not seeing is justice. So there is something going on. It could be karma, good or bad. You don't want conflict, is what I'm seeing. Well, the good news here in the potential outcome is an awakening. Your intuition is opening up, something is coming to light. So let's take a look. All right, spirit, angels, ancestors, can you please show me for the viewer why is falling for you here? We have the Three of Cups. This talks about celebration, coming together. So you may have met somebody through friends. This could be a new friend, or you may have met somebody while hanging out with friends. It could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Somebody where you may feel as though you and this person have a spiritual connection with the Hierophant showing up. You may have your walls up with the Nine of Wands. You may be a little wounded. And we have the Sun showing up as well. So this is indicating that this is a lot of fun. You have a lot of happiness here. In the Seven of Wands, you may be standing guard. It looks as though with this bubble around, you are protecting yourself, protecting your boundaries. I'm getting the feeling that this is someone that is very stable, has a good job, someone that is very trustworthy. I also pulled the sign of Leo, and I have the star card here, which would be Aquarius. Why is wishes coming true in the challenge position here? I see the moon and the star here. You may be afraid to fall in love. That's kind of what I'm getting. All right, Spirit, why is wishes coming true in the challenge position? Why is wishes coming true in, oh, there we are. Three of Swords indicates heartbreak. Could be currently feeling heartbroken, still suffering from heartache. You're afraid to get your heart broken. We have the High Priestess. You may be feeling that something in your intuition is guiding you into another direction, telling you to take it slow. You want to work on something, make a plan here, but you're feeling blocked, unable to see. You're unable to make a choice, but you have that inspiration. And with the Page of Pentacles, it's like you want to take the next step, make an offer, do something different. And then we have the King of Wands. Take the lead, but you're feeling confused. You may be unable to make a choice. I feel with this here, you've had your heart broken in the past or at some point, or you may still be dealing with a heartbreak. You want to take something slow. You may feel as if you slow down that you might miss this opportunity. You're trying to ground your energy here with the High Priestess. Can feel as though you're up in the clouds and there's a need to stay grounded. You might feel as though someone is hiding something from you as well. I just split on the Two of Cups, and that's soulmate, love, partnerships coming together. We have the Empress. So let's take a look into this. I want to see, Spirit, can you give me more information about why is wishes coming true in the challenge here with the High Priestess and heartbreak? Addiction, codependent, obsession, possession, controlling, has a block, and restraint. We see obsession here. You may feel like you don't want to be attached to someone, or you don't want someone attached to you. She has a chain with a heart here dragging along. You don't want to be strung along. That's what I'm feeling. It's like you have some sort of intuitive knowing. And I'm getting that here with this toxic behavior too. I want to get one here for your current position. What can you tell me about this current situation as well, Spirit? The King of Pentacles and the Three of Cups. What can you tell me here? We have passion, intense chemistry. You like each other equally and having fun. Yes, that's where the Three of Cups is coming in. So you may have met this person again out having fun with some friends. The feeling I'm getting so far is that you may have met this person and it came on really strong. And now you're trying to maybe pull back a little bit and trust in your intuition because you don't want to get your heart broken. And that may be the challenge where you're like, oh, I need to ground myself, pull back a little bit. This is a lot of fun with this person, but I should pull back and make sure this is truly the real deal. This ain't some sort of illusion. This person ain't trying to play games with me. Spirit, can you please show me why is romantic gesture in the foundation what the viewer needs to focus on? 10 of Cups, family, happiness, love. Spirit is saying they want you to focus on all the good things. What makes you happy? What is it right now that is making you happy? What about this person brings you joy? Not to focus on the things that happened in the past. I'm saying past relationships, past pain, hurt. And then we have the 6 of Swords on the bottom. Move on from the challenges of the past. If this is something new, or if you're making amends with someone, it's giving me that forgiveness and just really oh, look at the Lovers under that. I'm getting the feeling trust yourself with the Queen of Pentacles. We see the roots coming out of her head. This is giving me the grounding and trusting your intuition. The Lovers is a gift. I feel like you are moving towards your happiness here, and Spirit is saying to focus on the happiness. You are moving towards happiness. Let's get one of these as well. Spirit, can you please tell me why romantic gestures, the 10 of Cups and the 6 of Swords is in the need to focus on something flipped over there? We have lightning, sudden change, shocking news, surprise, epiphany, upheaval, and transformation. Something is suddenly going to shift for you. And Spirit wants you to focus on the happiness. What brings you joy? All right, I love that. Sudden passion. Something here is shifting fast. Let's move along to the past. In your past, we have hot and cold. You may have had a hard time making a choice. This could be someone in your energy. So let's take a look. Why is hot and cold here in the past, Spirit? Why is hot and cold in the past? There's a lot. Let's see. We have the Hierophant, the Moon, and the 9 of Cups. So the Hierophant could talk about traditions, higher learning. This could also talk about being in an old pattern, an old way of doing things. We have the Moon. This can talk of fears, illusion, drowning in emotions even. And then we have the 9 of Cups. The 9 of Cups is something that you've wished for, wishes coming true. Okay, so hot and cold. You may have wanted something, then you were unsure, but then you wanted it. So this is giving me that hot and cold kind of thing. I want commitment. I'm unsure. I want it. I don't, I do, I don't, I do. That is the feeling here. What's on the bottom? The 7 of Swords, sneakiness, lies, deception. And then we have the Lovers with the 2 of Cups. That right there is explaining why you've had hot and cold behaviors, because you've had soulmate lovers in the past who betrayed you. And you've had to protect yourself from betrayal, jealousy, conflict, all of those things, and tower moments where things suddenly shifted. You had to heal. This is hope, faith, praying for change. And there you are, staying grounded. So that's what I feel there. So in the past, feeling unsure, and it looks as though there was fear around commitment. Let's take one of these. Eric, can you tell me why hot and cold, the Hierophant, the Moon, and the 9 of Cups is in the past? Can you tell me? Oh, there's one. We have kisses, unconditionally loving, giving and receiving affection, and falling in love. I feel you fell in love with someone in the past, and maybe it didn't work out, or you started to fall in love, you may be pulled back. This could have been someone else. It feels as though it just maybe got halted even. There was fear around commitment, and then something could have ended. So your strengths, or what you are currently focused on, we have I can't let go, attachment, obsession, and holding on. And I see that moon again. There's some sort of fear here. Spirit, why is I can't let go in the pure strengths? We have the Page of Pentacles. And this can talk about a new beginning, wanting to start something new. And the Knight of Wands can talk about rushing in passionately. This also can talk about that hot and cold energy, in and out. I'm getting the feeling that you may be still focusing on the past, what happened in the past. And that could be why this is showing up in the challenge. You're still focused on the heartbreak, the past, and not really on what is going on in the current moment. That's why Spirit is saying to stay grounded and to focus on your happiness. What is working now? Because I see here in the near future, you are moving on. So if this is someone new that you have met, Spirit doesn't want you to focus on all of the things that didn't work out in the past. On the bottom, we have Justice, because things are balancing out. These reflections, the things that you have reflected on, the truth is coming to light for you. So yes, I do feel that you are having a hard time letting go of pain, of betrayal, of anyone that has maybe had a false start with you, who may have promised you something but then didn't deliver. And I'm guilty of that too. I've had struggles with the same thing, and I had to learn how to forgive. And it wasn't easy. It took a lot of time, but that is the only way to heal your heart, is through forgiveness. And remember, their actions is not a reflection of you. If someone leaves you, it's usually because they have an unhealed wound. They're not ready for commitment. I'm not trying to point fingers at anyone. It's usually something that they need to heal within them. And sometimes it's something that we need to heal as well. We may be pushing them away and not realizing it. We have not today, not dealing, hurt, avoiding a conversation, call person. We have boundaries and still angry. That is kind of what I'm feeling. You may be still focusing again on the hurt, the pain. You may not be wanting to deal with it. And I understand that. It's hard to process some of those feelings sometimes. I feel that maybe getting out, having fun, whatever's fun for you, maybe getting out in nature, grounding your energy somehow would be helpful for you. If this is for you, all right, so we're gonna move on to the near future here. I do feel that you have been reflecting, but you may still be going through a lot. I see you moving on, getting closure, saying goodbye. And this to me is, we have the Ace of Pentacles. It looks as though you're saying goodbye to pain or the old ways, the past, something like that. That's the feeling I'm getting. So the near future, we have the Ace of Pentacles, and this is a new start, tangible thing, something new, a new job, a new home, a new relationship. I feel here you have moved on from whatever this is. This could be a pattern, a way of thinking, a fear, and that's what this feels like. And look at on the bottom, the sun, happiness, opening up again. This is you opening up to new opportunities. I like that. Again, place the energies where they fit. This could already happen. This may have happened in the past. The times are not set. Time is fluid. On the bottom here, we have the Six of Pentacles. We have some nostalgia. There's memories here you may be reflecting on with the Hangman. You took a break here to see something from a new perspective. And that's the sun at the bottom here. You opened your intuition here to a new way of seeing something. With the Ace of Swords, now you see the truth very clearly. The Four of Wands, it's time to celebrate your stability, friendships, a new relationship. The Emperor, taking your power back. So let's get one here for moving on. Okay, we have the Mirror, mirroring each other, self-image, relationship, reflect our wounds, and introspection. That is, I feel, what you were doing, the reflection here. You were reflecting on the past. You have overcome some of these challenges, and now you are moving on to bigger and brighter things. I love that. Feels good. We have in your advice position toxic behavior, control and manipulation, obsession. Let's see, why is this showing up in the advice, Spirit? We have the 10 of Swords. Okay. This is saying to end that cycle. It's been very painful. Walk away. There's nothing left there for you. Yeah, oh my gosh. And on the bottom was the Devil. Toxic cycle. It's time to end. This is absolutely that energy. Spirit is right on point with this. You have success. Successful ending to that toxic behavior. Manifest success. Leave behind any arguments. It's time to heal your heart and walk away to a new, fresh start. This is completion energy. You completed that cycle. Now you have fresh, new ideas, new energy to build or create, come together and recharge. I'm just getting this recharge energy. You see the energy coming into her solar plexus chakra here? That's recharging, life force energy, renewed, rebirth. This is beautiful. Oh my gosh, I love this. So, Spirit is on it. All right, let's get one of these. Spirit, can you tell me about this toxic behavior? We have separation, sadness, missing you, thinking about you, yearning, unsure of the future. You may have been worried about your future, and that was a limited belief, mindset, and it could have kept you in this limbo here in the past, not believing that you were worthy of love, or that you could have love, or you were always going to attract in these people who use you or abuse you. But I'm not seeing that. The King of Pentacles is very loyal, trustworthy, grounded, stable, mature person. That's totally different from the Knight of Wands energy. From this reading, Spirit is showing me that you have closed this out, or you are in the process of closing this out. You are moving on and you have a bright future ahead. Yes, that's beautiful. And making new memories. All right. So the external energy is justice. So we have things coming into balance. Karma is being played out as we speak. The truth is coming out. If there was anything here that you needed to see, it is being laid out here for you. All right, Spirit, why is justice in the external energy? We have the Hermit, soul searching, reflecting, looking for answers, finding the truth. And then we have the Two of Swords, which is feeling. Okay, the Two of Swords is needing to make a decision. And the Hermit. And this is in the environment around you. So we have somebody here in deep introspection. And we have two again. Planning, needing to make a choice, to collaborate. Keep seeing the Seven of Wands. And it could be a King of Cups. Scorpio energy. Pisces, Aries, Libra. Let me see. So this is saying someone is pulling back to hear the truth without having clarity yet. And we have the justice scales right here. See that? They're trusting in their intuition to hear the truth without even seeing it. Still planning their path forward. Let's get one of these. That's what's going on around you. Someone is trusting in their intuition. Can we get one of these on why the Hermit, the Two of Swords, and Justice is here? We have Heart with a Key, welcoming love, meeting the one, open your heart, getting together, and perfect. So someone here is trusting their heart. They're trusting what they feel in their heart and soul is correct, and that everything is going to work itself out. And we have talking on the bottom. They're awaiting a message. That's kind of cute. If this is a relationship, somebody that you are falling for, They are just trusting that things are working out. And I'm getting the feeling that they are open to you. They're just going with their intuition and their heart here. They're waiting for you to talk to them. We also got 4 keys. There's 4 chapters that either you're locking the door on and you're opening new doors, because once one chapter closes, a new door opens. I also got the initials TAZ. We have a music note. We have the sign of Leo and Aquarius here with the star. And we have a leaf, and we have a bonnet, like a hat, a little bonnet. So that may be significant. Let's see. In the hopes and fears, we have anger, arguments, and conflicts. So you're hoping that there is no conflicts here. This is the 5 of Swords, 5 of Wands energy. What's going on here in the hopes and fears? We have the 5 of Pentacles. There's the key to that door. You don't want to be left out in the cold. You don't want arguments. Again, you don't want to be heartbroken. And we have the Page of Cups because you are having strong feelings. That's what I feel. You're having a lot of feelings for this person. That's that very dreamy love energy. We have Temperance here. It's like you want things to be very balanced, peaceful, calm. We have the Knight of Cups. There's another friendship, love energy, and the 10 of Pentacles. You'd like something long term is the feeling I'm getting. All right, let's get one of these for anger and conflict. Why is this in the hopes and fears? Can you tell the viewer? We have wedding rings, union, wedding, married, soul connection, eternal love. You may be fearing something ending again, a commitment that goes sour. You may fear that this is moving too fast. My advice here is to let go of expected outcomes and try to stay in the present moment and what is working now. If people leave your life, then they weren't meant to stay. And sometimes that is hard to accept, but if it didn't work out, there's always a higher purpose. And even if we don't know the reason why, it'll be shown to you. If you ask, you will find the answers. Spirit, in the potential outcome, we have spiritual awakening. And this is beautiful. So there is an opening of your crown chakra here, some sort of higher knowledge coming in. There's an inner knowing. I'm getting that higher consciousness. There's something that you are opening up to. What do we have here? Why is that here? We have the Knight of Pentacles. So this is telling me you have been planting these seeds for the future for a very long time. It's been coming, this spiritual awakening, this process. This is also telling me you've been analyzing a situation, and we have justice. There we go. Things are working out in your favor. Spirit is saying it's coming into balance. These are telling me that you have been manifesting your goals and everything is balancing itself out. It's coming to light for you. That is beautiful. Let's see here. Spirit, can you tell me anything else here? What can you tell me here about the outcome? We have healing heart, healing from this heartbreak, freedom from toxic relationship or addiction. There you are. You are sewing your heart up. Things are coming into balance. All of this negativity, self-limiting beliefs, toxic patterns from the past, you are healing that, and Spirit is clearly showing you the way forward. So this is beautiful reading for you. I pulled a few tea leaves to end this reading. I hope this has helped. If you like this reading or resonate with this, can you kindly like, comment below if you feel called to. Thank you so much for joining me. So we have goldfish, increase in material wealth or spiritual growth. I love that. We also have cobweb, protected from negative forces beyond your control. Yes, absolutely. Divinely guided, divinely protected. We have bull. Do not back down from opposition. Show strength and fortitude. And then we have key. There's another key. Successful outcome to your problems. Absolutely. We have gong, an exciting event. Wow, these are lovely. We have scissors, disappointment in some affair. And I feel like that was somewhere in the past here. Needle in a thread. A sincere wish will be granted. I love that. And then we have bridge, successfully overcoming a problem. Oh my gosh. Those are beautiful cards. There's 200 cards in that deck, and those are lovely. I hope this has helped. Have a lovely day or evening wherever you are. Thank you for watching.